Hey, what's up, everybody? Before we kick off this movie, I just gotta say that this channel needs your support. Seriously, please show some love with a like and a comment because it takes forever for the video to pop up. And that's because we ain't getting enough support. So the story kicks off with a guy named Timo, who works as a delivery guy at night. Or at least he tries to work. A bully named Rubio and his gang are always hunting him down. Right now, the guy almost gets hit by a car, but at least he manages to run away from the guys chasing him. However, he can't relax yet. Rubio is not going to let him go that easy. Timo lives with his mom, sister, and his grandpa who has Alzheimer's. Timo takes the old man to the hospital and heads to the store for work. There he gets distracted by a girl. While he's checking her out at the register, she suddenly wishes him a happy birthday. It turns out Raquel is his sister Lola's friend, and she gave her brother this little gift. Every night ride is a challenge for Timo, and tonight, the poor guy is out of luck. He finally falls into the hands of Rubio's gang. They are trying to take all his money. Timo clenches his hands into fists, but that just makes the thug laugh. He punches the delivery guy in the stomach. Right as the police show up, the cop asks, "Are you all right, kid?" Timo answers, "Yeah, I'm alive. You sure?" Rubio helps his victim stand up and promises he'll get him later. When Timo gets back home, he hears his grandpa playing the happy birthday song outside. His family and neighbors set up a surprise for the kid. They give the birthday boy a scooter he'd been dreaming of for a long time. Timo asks his mom, "Mom, that was Grandpa's idea." Timo also officially meets the beautiful Raquel. They start going out that same week. Another evening is going great until Rubio and his buddies walk up to the couple in the parking lot. The jerk starts harassing Raquel. Timo steps up for her and gets punched in the face. The thug even puts his hand on Raquel. Rubio asks, "Who is this darn fool? Tell her, tough guy. Come on, tell her. He's scared to death, my childhood friend." Rubio grabs the girl by the throat, and Timo just stands there like a statue. The bully shoves Raquel away and forces the guy to hop on one leg. "And now you're gonna give me your keys and all the money you got." Raquel shouts, "Don't give him anything, don't do it." Rubio snatches Raquel's purse and dumps everything out of it. Timo just gives up the keys to his bike during all this. Raquel can't believe what she's seeing. She grabs her purse and runs away. Timo hops on his leg a little longer and then gets a hard punch to the jaw. Rubio is really happy with tonight's haul and rides off the lot on the brand new scooter. As if that's not enough, the bullies record the abuse and post it online. After that, the humiliated Timo stops even coming out of his room. Finally, his mom manages to talk the guy into sitting at the dinner table and eating a little with his family. Lola immediately calls the police. "I want to file a report." Timo tells her, "Stay out of my business." Lola is sick of her mom babying this weakling when he won't even stand up for himself. She says he chose to be a victim his whole life. Cause of the family argument, Grandpa has a spell. Timo gets his nerve up and finally goes outside, which makes his mom really happy. But Raquel won't even look at him. She's already going out with another guy. No matter what, life has to go on. Timo goes back to work at the store and signs up for boxing so he can stand up for himself next time. The guy starts riding around town at night again with his delivery bag on his back. Days go by like this. Timo gets fit and gets more confident. The kid's had a limp since birth. That's why he was always bullied in school. Timo takes his grandpa to the hospital like usual and suddenly hears a familiar voice. It is Rubio's voice. Timo catches his breath. He looks into the room and sees the bully lying helplessly on the bed. His legs look like sticks. The therapist is trying to get some life into them, but it's no use. Rubio calls him, "That darn cripple. That's your darn bike." Timo turns around and runs away. His longtime enemy got into an accident on the stolen bike and seriously hurt his spine. He will be paralyzed for life. That evening, Timo watches the video of his humiliation again, getting pumped with bad vibes. The next day, he goes to the city's rough neighborhood. The guy is gonna go see Rubio. It turns out he's the first one who wanted to after the accident. The bully is alone in the apartment right now, so the neighbor opens the door. Timo looks around. There are liquor bottles everywhere. Rubio is laying on the bed in his room. He gets furious when Timo starts touching his stuff, but he can't do anything to stop it anyway. Rubio asks, "What do you want?" "I want an apology." "An apology for what? For school? For what year? For every time I beat you up? For everything." Rubio refuses to apologize. Timo just turns around and leaves. And the bully can't even turn his music back on. Timo can't sleep. He decides to ask his mom what she would do to her enemies. The woman says she would call her best friend and her ex-husband, who left her for that friend, her enemies. She imagines revenge in the most vivid ways, but in the end, she forgets about it and focuses on her loved ones. She says, "That's way more important." Timo says, "But if you can do something and you don't, you're a coward." No, the opposite. Getting even means dirtying yourself. Timo goes back to see Rubio. This time he's in a wheelchair, watching TV. Timo tells him that they're going for a walk right now, and if Rubio keeps acting like a jerk, he'll go naked. I didn't want to go outside either, but I had to every darn day. So tell me, with clothes or naked? With clothes. Timo wheels the guy outside. He called everyone the jerk had hurt beforehand. Even now, Rubio keeps being rude and calling people names. He spits in one of the guy's faces and gets punched in the mouth. The others do the same. They throw the disabled guy onto the asphalt and start kicking him. He laughs because he can't feel anything. Then one guy decides to pee in Rubio's mouth. Luckily, the police show up right then, and the crowd scatters. Timo tells the cops that his friend just fell out of his chair and puts him back in place. Rubio shouts, "Hit me! For once in your life, be brave and hit me." Instead, Timo apologizes to his enemy. Rubio starts rapping about the weakling Timo, who he stepped on his whole life. But Timo doesn't react to the mean words at all. Rubio tells him, "You want to tuck me in? Don't you dare suggest that to me." Just then, his father comes home, and Rubio asks Timo to hide under the bed. The drunk guy stumbles into the room with his friend. He starts playing with Rubio's hands like he's a doll. These two find the kid's helpless state very funny. The bully puts up with all the mockery, but he loses it when the tiger mentions his dead mom. The jerk makes his son cry. Rubio shouts, "She's dead, you darn jerk. I lost your stuff. Don't look at me. Get out of here." When his father leaves, Rubio asks him to move him back to the bed and leave him alone. Timo doesn't argue this time. The kid dreams of opening a business, cooking and selling churros with his mom. Today he visits Rubio at the hospital. Timo suggests he report his father's abuse to social services, but Rubio tells him to beat it. Rubio then asks Timo, "Timo, take me to the cemetery." Rubio tells him that his mom died of cancer. His father didn't help her at all during her illness. The disabled guy always liked Timo's sister, but he never had a chance before, and he definitely doesn't now. Rubio wants to be alone next to his mom's ashes, but Timo doesn't hesitate to dig through the bully's personal stuff. He finds song lyrics in a notebook. They have a hobby in common, rapping. Timo starts beatboxing so Rubio will rap his lyrics about his miserable life with his tyrant, addict, and criminal father. His mom was everything to him. Rubio raps, "I lost faith. Without sleep, I won't dream anything. Without my mother, I can't become who she wanted." Timo teaches his friend to say the word, "please." And right now, he's taken him to his house because Rubio likes his sister. Rubio says, "Only cowards take revenge like that. You're a darn coward." Timo tells him, "Calm down, kid." His mom is shocked to see her son's bully at the door of their house, but she still sets a place for him. The woman starts feeding the guest with a fork. Lola comes home, calls Rubio a jerk, and tries to figure out what's going on here. She says, "This jerk has been torturing Timo since he was 9. After calming down, Lola finally sits at the table. Rubio tells her, "You look good." Lola shouts, "Go to heck." Rubio apologizes. "Sorry," Lola says, "It's nothing." Timo tries to explain. He takes care of Rubio because he suffered way more than he did. The guy says he hasn't been mad at the bully for a long time. Rubio convinces his buddy to steal his father's van. The thing is, Timo forgets to buckle him in, and Rubio smashes his head against the dashboard. Rubio gloats, "You just stole a car. You're just like me." The friends drive to the lake. Timo often daydreams here about opening a churro stand and his mom not having to work as a cleaner anymore. That evening, Timo brings his friend to a nightclub. One girl even gives him some attention. Overall, Rubio has a great day. However, that night, the tiger jumps him and starts slapping his face. He even covers his son's mouth and nose to find out where the van is. Timo tells him where the car is, and the tiger tells him to get lost. "Don't worry, go." Timo reluctantly walks home. The next day, he doesn't find Rubio at the hospital. The guy gets it and rushes to his house as fast as he can. Timo bursts into the apartment and finds his friend laying on the floor, unconscious. A ripped-off urine bag is laying nearby. He puts Rubio on the bed, strips him, and starts gently wiping him with a sponge. Rubio whispers, "Go, he'll be back soon." Timo says, "Let him come." Timo loses it and declares they're leaving together. Rubio lists the things they need to take with them, and Timo starts carrying out the plan. Timo asks, "You ready?" Rubio replies, "Yeah, sorry." Timo beats his friend until he passes out. Then he knocks on the neighbor's door and shows her the beaten guy. The police arrive before the tiger. No one doubts he's the one who did it. The neighbors cheer as the jerk is put into the police car. Rubio knew where his father hid all the money and asks Timo to count out 2,500 euros for himself. That's how much the stolen bike cost. Rubio says, "Take it." Timo refuses. "No, please." Rubio says he'll keep another 2,000 euros for himself and the rest will go toward the churro stand his friend is gonna open. Rubio spends those 2,000 euros on a new wheelchair that he can control by himself. Soon, the churro shop has its grand opening. Lola stays by Rubio's side and thanks him. Despite his condition, he's incredibly happy right then. Once, while relaxing by the pool, he stares at Lola, then at a couple kissing, and then he looks at the helpless grandpa, just like him. Rubio asks his friend to help him one last time in his life, but Timo won't even talk about that. Rubio says, "Jerk, you're my friend. I'm not your friend, but the one who ruined your life." "Why?" Rubio says, "Don't laugh, jerk, don't laugh." Timo asks, "You really don't get it?" One day, Lola passes a message from Rubio to her brother. "Sorry for everything, and goodbye." Timo immediately rushes to the hospital. His friend is nowhere to be found. A crowd gathers around the pool. Timo runs to the edge and sees a familiar wheelchair at the bottom. Just then, the doctor tells him that Rubio is fine. They manage to get him out of the pool in time. In the room, the guy admits he's not going to stop trying to kill himself. The next day, Timo is deep in thought. He visits Rubio again and puts him in his father's van. It looks like the guy finally decides to follow through with his friend's request and takes him to the lake. He carefully takes Rubio out of the car and wheels him up to the water. Then Timo pumps up a mattress and fills a syringe with a sedative. Rubio asks, "Timo, what? Look at me." "Thanks," Timo says. "Go to heck." Timo gives him the shot and puts his friend onto the mattress with tears in his eyes. Rubio falls asleep almost immediately. When the mattress is on the water, the guy stabs it with a knife and pushes it away from him. Timo bursts into tears and slowly walks toward the shore. Rubio's body slowly sinks under the water. Timo sits in the car and can't bring himself to leave. Suddenly, he runs to the lake and starts looking for Rubio. He finds him and drags him onto the shore. Rubio coughs and spits out the water. Timo is incredibly happy. His best friend is still with him. But then we see Timo sitting on the shore alone. He didn't save Rubio after all, and the movie ends right there. I hope you liked this story. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.